What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus G15 Advantage gameplay video for you guys today. And today we're checking out Chrono Odyssey again, but at 1440p. Now, I don't know if we're gonna get playable FPS this time. I mean, we're obviously gonna have to turn it down to medium again, but I don't know if that's even gonna be enough. We might have to just take control and put it down to 50% render resolution or something silly like that, just to get 60 FPS. But we won't know till we try. So let's not yak and let's get into gaming. So we're just gonna do the same thing we did at 1080p, and we're just gonna start off. Oops. Well, I could have sworn I put it to cinematic. Oh no, I put global illumination on cinematic instead. I'm glad I noticed that. Otherwise, that'd have been pretty stupid. Anyway, we're gonna start at cinematic, which is the only setting that also uses 100% render resolution from stock. And all right, let's go see what it can do. I'm not expecting it to be great, seeing as though it wasn't at 1080p. So, now, we'll do Epic, which I still don't think even gets us what's considered playable FPS, but we will find out. Can't always go by what you're getting in the menus, after all. So now, we get on into the game. Now for high, which at least gives us playable FPS now. Not what I would consider playable, but hey, I'm not everybody. Most people just want 30 plus. So there you go. It can at least do that now for the most part. Maybe some places it drops under that, but I think it stayed above 30 the whole time here. But hey, you guys can be the judge. We're gonna go jump in now. Now we're gonna drop it down to medium, just like we did at 1080p, and this gets us pretty close to 60, but you gotta drop it down to 50% render resolution and stay at 60 the whole time. I think this was the one that needed that. I don't think 1080p did. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this was the one I was thinking of the whole time that needed that extra little oomph. But anyway, why don't we go see? Let's get a little camera recorded gameplay now. All I did was turn the render resolution down to 50%. Other than that, left everything else on medium. Scarlet ring, you said? Get up off him, man. I think these guys are invincible. I don't think I've ever really seen them die. Alright guys, that's a wrap for Chrono Odyssey at 1440 on the Asus G15 Advantage. We still got some pretty playable FPS. You just have to turn the render all the way down to 50% and run everything on medium. And then you can stay around there. There's still going to be some points where it drops under here and there, but it's not too bad. At least where I am. I'm sure there's way harder to run places than this, but I'm still kind of a noob, and I just kind of sort of got the hang of this character. I'm still kind of miffed that I couldn't get that good weapon because I wasn't paying attention, and I probably couldn't read it because I got like dual blades, I guess, for a swordsman. I thought it was like those dual daggers or something for my ranger, but nope, I was wrong. But that's my fault, not the game's fault. But in any case though, that is all for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.